There we go. If it'll start.
Oh, Jesus.
Wait a minute. That's just a normal then, right? Because, I mean, we're Americans.
I'm not reading this one.
What up, my wigglers?
Why don't you tell me? I can say it for you.
He's waiting. I'm not going to get your channel nuked.
I've already said it once on the air. You have to look back to find out. No, it was on Draven's channel. Never mind.
Yeah.
It was on Draven's channel. Doesn't matter. All right.
This should just be an
I think
open
she shoved it up
option
her
for
bag.
Yep,
That's a lot to shove up your vag.
She's walking funny, okay? That's not
Walking funny. Dude, if
Are you pregnant, ma'am?
that's coming out of her fucking eyes, ears, and fucking nose.
If she shoved all that inside her, she'd be as big as Lizzo.
Yeah. It was. They were like, who's this obese Mexican lady?
Well, I don't know, Etep. I mean, to be as big as Lizzo, I don't think that would even.
It's like, are you pregnant? Yeah, I'm pregnant. Oh, what's the baby's name? Crystal?
My goodness gracious!
This is basically a group answer here, but we'll go ahead and we've got the consensus, so we'll go ahead and we'll show you here. Shorty, conspiracy to distribute and possess a controlled substance was operating a drug trafficking ring from Mexico to the Midwest.
Come on, girl. Come on over this way, girl. Come on over this way. It's all good.
Just jumped the turtle on the head on the turtle.
Hello, everybody. Hello. It's Uncle Leo. Hello, and welcome everybody to the first full episode of Nitro here on the channel. Etep Wakuian right here with you. We've got a great show planned for you tonight. A little bit tired after a 5.5 hour stream last night, but that's okay. We're surrounded by beauty. We have the Nitro girls all around us tonight. Let me welcome the chat here. Adam was the first in. We got Lurch in the chat, and I have a box of goodness to show off that Lurch sent over to me and Trey. We'll do that later on. He says he got put in Twitter jail again. Yeah, that sucks. I was there. I've been there. I've got my stripes from Twitter jail too. What up, JB? Brutal's in the house. Hey, it turns out it was only a moon. That's no moon. That rapture is really crazy, guys. What up, CJH? Hail, man. Yeah, worst apocalypse ever again.
Yep.
What a fancy intro. You know, we like to church it up around here occasionally. Told that. Good to see you. Godzillionaire, hail. And we've got the panel here this evening as well, ladies and gentlemen. We've got my co-host with the most here, Mr. CJP. Welcome, sir.
Hey, I'm sorry I had to dip out at the 4-hour mark last night.
It's okay. It's all right.
But no, I had a blast watching wrestling with you guys because wrestling's only good in the community like that. You know, it's not as fun watching it by yourself.
No, it's not. It really isn't. But no, man, I'm glad you got to hang out with us, and it's great to have you back on Monday night again, sir.
Yeah, no tornadoes this week, so I should be good.
Yeah, we'll know. We don't want to hear the air raid sirens. But yeah, Adam's here. What's up, super fan?
Hey, only quitters quit, CJP. Man, happy to be here. we all watched some wrestling. I had some fun in the chat, and yeah, man, I didn't see nothing. It was bright as could be as always here. So I had fun filming the full sum that we had. But yeah, can't wait to get to some shorties and replacing the roles, man. It's gonna be some fun tonight.
Oh yeah, we've got a great recast tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
And we're surrounded by the lovely ladies. I mean,
yeah, we got
any better than the Nitro.
Hello, ladies.
And speaking of that, if you really want to make the Nitro girls dance, let me do it. Bro, if you want to make the ladies dance, bro, let me tell you something. You got to do it in the form of a donation, a super sticker or a super chat donation, bro. And we'll put it right up there and you make the ladies dance, bro. It's fantastic, bro. I'm telling you what, bro. But yeah, we'll get to that later. But we got Vinny's in the house. Welcome back, sir.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Yeah, Eclipse, baby. No, yeah, last night was fun and hung out a little bit, and then I wanted to make sure Brutal had a chance to watch it because we had to hang out, man. Yeah, so me, Adam, and him, we were hanging out watching the rest of that. Interesting, very, 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 absolutely, completely predictable Wrestlemania in every way, shape, and form. But for the people who enjoyed it, God bless. For those marks, a thumbs up for you guys.
And we're gonna break it all down tonight. We are gonna break down the full both nights. I was correct on every pick last night. I didn't call the Money in the Bank. I just didn't know the spot when it would be cashed in. But I should have known it was going to be the opener because they started with the World Heavyweight Championship. So, welcome, glad to have you, Vinny, and we look forward to talking some wrestling here. Welcome to our audience on X. We've got 39, 40 people watching over there right now. So, hail to our X audience and our YouTube audience as well. If you're watching on X, make sure you're subscribed. We picked up a bunch of subscribers last night. 376 views on the stream last night. Yeah. 5.5 hours. I'll take it, folks. I'll take it. And last but certainly not least, chumming it up down there in the bottom right-hand corner if you're facing the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, the man with the laugh, so infectious you may need to consult your doctor, Chris Fisk.
Oh, yeah. Here's some cerebral sodomy for you. The picture that I have, that fat Asian kid is not looking. He's not giving you a side eye. He's an evil fat demon, and he's looking forward.
Jesus Christ!
You can't unsee it now.
I thought you'd be like, "Yeah, this is a photo of me when I was a kid." You're like, nope.
No, he's an evil fat demon.
I'm assuming he's too fat to be on the roof to be a rooftop Karen.
That's right. That's not a healthy way to be on the roof as a rooftop Korean.
Rooftop Karen.
Yeah, I had a blast last night, man. Seeing night 2 of WrestleMania, that 5-hour marathon. That was sweet, man.
Yeah. Way too much, dude. Yeah, it was glad to have you last night. Great to have you again on Monday. What up, Tommy? You got a link, brother. You jump in anytime, man. Soul Assassin. So the apocalypse was a bust. Sorry, Fisk. Maybe next time you get to go full Mad Max.
Actually, that's Brutal who wanted to do that.
Yeah, Brutal's the one that's not happy because he didn't get his his moment.
S&T.
I was trying to cheer him up with the Collider business because that was supposed to happen as well.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Sorry,
Brutal. He didn't get his Brutal Mania moment.
He's like, I want to stab and take, but I really want to stab and take.
I really
I want to have anything nice. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we need that right now. But what we're gonna do right now, folks, is it's time to go back to 1984 and recast the lead. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Chat, you guys get ready to play along. We'll drop this link in the chat on X because you guys are the ones voting on who is the winner of Recast the Lead. Here we go.
So you think you're an 80s fan? Okay, Sister Christian, can you handle this? It's I Love the 80s, and this is 1984. The flicks, the fashions, the trends, the tunes, the TV. This is 1984.
I love the 80s. I love the 80s.
So there it is, folks. Ren McCormick, played by Kevin Bacon in Footloose.
Footloose. Kick off your Sunday shoes.
Some Kenny Loggins. What about let's hear it for the boy won an award. That won I think that won a Grammy.
Oh damn.
Yeah. I was as I was kind of reading up on this, that's the most interesting thing about the movie to me at this point is the music, and it's like because I grew up with those, obviously, most of us, we all grew up with those songs. So that's actually a really good soundtrack for the time. Scramble says I'm a product of 1984.
Oh, nice. Unfortunately, so are we all today.
Right. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Right. Yeah. All right. So let's nailed it. Let's start off here. We got let's see. CJ, well, sir.
I didn't know what movie we were looking at today, so I didn't have time to meme this one. Well, if it's gonna be Footloose, I'm gonna go with Wilford Brimley in the Diabetes. So somebody can have some sugar foot and use it.
So you put your sugar foot in.
When you
I
got
struck my wife. My wife's been dead for 47 years. Who the hell did I strike?
Yeah, sugar foot loose. Oh, sorry.
Wilford Brimley. Oh God, I would love to see Wilford Brimley do those dance moves.
Beatus.
I got a better one.
All right, go ahead, Vinny.
Captain Lou Albano.
He just been calling everybody Dick Face the whole movie. Nice job, Dick Face. It's 16. Yeah, whatever, dickhead.
Dickhead. What is this, 20 fucking questions?
Yeah, seeing him dance in Footloose, yeah. Sign me up, bitches.
Captain Lou Albano. Fisk, what about you?
Okay, going off the theme of both of the entrants that we just had, I'm picturing Diabetes and a morbidly obese man. How could anybody not picture what I'm about to show on my screen and not think of Footloose? A Footloose! A Footloose!
I was thinking that, but we all said Chris Farley so many times. That's why I didn't want to go that route.
Well, that's why I'm going it, baby. You work those love handles. He's got loose all over.
Oh my god. That skit was so fucking funny.
Oh my god.
Watching Patrick Swayze try not to lose his shit.
Yeah.
It was really the funniest part of that whole thing.
Yeah.
He was trying his hardest not to lose it.
I like when he did the elbows by the side of his head. His belly's smacking him in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It was Jesus.
That was so good.
That was that came out my sophomore or junior year in high school. I mean, we had a VHS copy of that we would get stoned and watch and just wore that fucking thing out. I mean, the best of Saturday Night Live back then was phenomenal. Adam, what do you got, man?
Well, I have to change mine because CJP stole mine because in 1984 I became a diabetic, so that's where I was going. But good pick. I'm going with Sammy Davis Jr.
Candyman.
When you got it close.
Candyman.
Close. Rains for sunshine.
I'm just saying. I mean, look, you picked a good pick, CJ.
Shoes, cat.
Good pick, but yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Sammy Davis Jr. Hey, Etep, what about you? You have to pick one.
I know I didn't pick one today, but
I got one for you.
I think I'm Jesus. 1984. Richard Simmons. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go with Bronson Pinchot. Pinch.
Don't be ridiculous, cousin Larry.
Bronson Pinchno. I'm gonna go with
Wasn't
Bronson Balky. Yep.
Balky, yeah.
As Balky or as Surge?
Serge.
Serge.
Well, but my runner-up, the one that I was considering, if we were going to disqualify the fireman, was I wanted to gender swap it and do Elizabeth Berkley from Showgirls, because I mean, who like after her masterful dancing, flopping around with Kyle MacLachlan there, the waterfall, who wouldn't want to see a movie of that?
The other one I thought of was I had the same idea as you, Chris, but I was thinking Elaine from Seinfeld.
Yep.
Yeah, we got
not Julie Louis-Dreyfus. Elaine.
The Elaine dance.
the little kicks. The little kicks. There,
dude,
the
did you not see? Someone had a YouTube thing where they put her like in a whole bunch of movies. It was hilarious doing that dance.
The straw poll link is up on the chat here on YouTube, and it is over on X as well, where we have 45 people watching over on X. There it is. It's in the chat, folks. Go over there and vote. Let me pull that up here on the main screen. And we will live in real time watch the results. I'll give you guys 5 minutes to vote tonight for that. We'll see who's in the lead after 5. There we go. There's the live results right now. It's a 1-1 tie between Captain Lou. As we say that, Captain Lou takes a second vote.
Oh, nice.
Let's refresh here. Yep. Okay, so we are live with that. So we got 3 votes in. One for Sammy Davis and one for Captain Lou Albano now at the moment. I mean, seeing Captain Lou Albano in the Ren McCormick role, that would make the interactions with John Lithgow that much more funny.
The power dynamic would be a little different, though.
I think it would. I think it would.
Just a bit.
Degenerate dancer, I'll show you, degenerate dancer.
Tell me I can't fucking dance. I'll fucking dance all day. Fucking dickhead.
Put up your ass.
I'll put my dancing fucking foot right up your ass. Go give me a fucking hero.
Yeah, quit your crying, let's go.
Oh, shit.
Stretch Armstrong, prick. Fuck off.
Third rock from my ass foot.
Now trim my toenails. I got to do this. Shut up. What is this, a pillowcase? Never mind.
Puts it over his head.
Oh, this thing smells kind of funky. I don't think room service was here.
Oh, shit.
Oh, is that like a cheese or?
It's either
Called
bad.
Famunda.
It's either bad meat or good cheese.
What is
up?
the actual term for that? Schmegma?
Oh, Schmeglamunga.
Schmegma?
What's up, Gap?
This is DJ Smegma of Kent. This is Smegma. Will you stand up, please?
Let's see here. We've got right now Captain Lou's got 2, Wilford, Chris, and Sammy all have 1, and Balky has 0. Nobody. Wow, I just picked it last minute. I didn't expect too much out of that one.
Richard Simmons would have fucking worked.
We got 10 people watching and only 5 people have voted. What the heck's going on here?
I know. Hey guys, we put the link.
It's like real democracy.
Yeah, I went to take a look at the poll. There was you couldn't click. It was just you could only see the results.
You got to go. I think you have to hit back to poll to go to actually do the poll.
Oh,
yep.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I didn't vote.
I just looked.
I love democracy. I love the republic.
I figure it's funny to just kind of see where the shit goes.
Yeah, well, we got a couple minutes left for people to vote. We got 62 watching right now. And if you guys joined us last night, we had a ball watching 5 hours and 40 minutes of coverage of WrestleMania 40, which the media. I want to kind of talk about the media scrum while we're wrapping this up right here a little bit. We streamed that as well. I really liked some of the things that Triple H said, because I look at it like the Paul Levesque and you know, he's not Triple H anymore. He's, you know, the company official. And I really think that as far as in terms of him knowing what's gonna draw money, I think he's unfortunately, you know, much to the chagrin of a lot of us who don't care for the, you know, some of the puzzle pieces that are in place right now. But it will draw money for him, and that's, like I said, they're publicly traded, so that's what they're looking for. But yeah, he said some good things. And if you guys noticed on commentary last night, there was a lot of the no words that were being used, like wrestling and professional wrestlers, and they said the business, things like that. So I really think that's a positive for me, just because it's like, call it, you know, what it's supposed to be called. And we'll talk about the actual wrestling aspect compared to performing later. But yeah, let's see here. Oh, go ahead, Vinny. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say the massive negative was that they all came in the ring like that, because it's weird because they try to go kayfabe with what's his face, LA Knight and AJ.
Yep.
They've been doing that like for a month straight or something, and then at the end like that, you have them all come out and they're all hugging and jerking off Cody. It's like you threw everything out the window just now. Like that to me was stupid. You know? Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I get it.
Because you had people who were supposed to be feuding with one another, and they're in the ring with him. You had what's his face, Punk and Seth. And you had these people that like, no, you just no.
Well, they're your babies right now, though. That's the thing. Is Rollins is still a baby face. Punk is a baby for all things. Well, more maybe a tweener at this point, but you know,
but they had the massive feud. They had the whole thing of, you know, the two of them ready to kill each other, and now they're both all standing shoulder to shoulder, jerking Cody off in the ring.
I know, and that was a whole trying to recreate Dusty when he won the NWA title from Flair back in was it 84, I think. That was an homage to that. You know, as somebody who has laced the boots up, I will say, you know, hats off, because it was a hell of and I'll say this, it was an overbooked performance. At the end of that. That's what the main event was. It was way overbooked. But I don't want to go too much into it right now. Let's see where we're at. We got a tie between Fisk and Vinny with Captain Lou and Farley at 2 apiece. So we need a tiebreaker vote. We need a tiebreaker vote.
Well, Sammy Davis Jr.'s and Bronson Pitcher, the skinny ones on that list. Wasn't skinny either.
Yeah, look at my GIF. It's from Cocoon.
Chris, you are a gift.
Hi, Pillsbury. How you doing, pal?
Cocoon. I haven't seen that movie in fucking forever.
And you realize that those were all senior citizens in that movie, and they were all like in their 50s.
Yeah. That's the fucked up thing about it is, I think we have a winner.
Oh,
that's
shit!
Decider. Captain Lou, ladies and gentlemen. Vinny wins with Captain Lou.
Squeezed by a rubber band.
By a rubber band.
Shit! It's neck and neck. There is no next.
So, Captain Lou Albano now takes over the role of Ren McCormick in the Place to Be Reviews presents Footloose. We
got to do a special movie for all these characters who've been winning.
Oh my god, that would be the most eclectic Oscars gathering fucking ever. Right there,
glorious. On the heels of WrestleMania, I don't know. Captain Lou wins.
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
I'd love to accept this award, dickface.
Oh fuck!
What a treasure that man was. Thanks everybody for voting. And that we got 65 watching over here, mostly on X tonight. So hi everybody on X. You guys showed up just in time because we're going to get right into our main topic. But first, ladies and gentlemen, we need to pause for a word from our sponsor, Johnson Outboard Motors.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
You've got your sunrise, you caught a prize, you're making your Johnson. Party nights, summer whites, your friends and your Johnson. Rooster tails, water trails, your kids and your Johnson. Saturday nights, distant lights, your girl and your Johnson.
You and your Johnson, a way of life for over 50 years.
Not quite 50 years, but thank you.
That's great.
You, your kids, and your Johnson. You and your girl on a Saturday night.
I could beat that. I've got a big black Johnson.
We're all of an age. Do you guys remember the Big Johnson T-shirts?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I had Big Johnson computers. Why settle for 3.5 inch floppy when Big Johnson can give you more RAM?
I've still got a Big Johnson Star Wars T-shirt somewhere.
Nice.
For Princess Leia.
Well,
that
folks,
co-ed naked sports.
Mm.
Yep. I leave it co-ed naked firefighting. Find them hot, leave them wet.
Yeah. Co-ed naked volleyball on the floor is where you score.
That's awesome.
God, I miss when we could be dirty.
Right. Let's watch. This is your freebie. Watching the ladies dance here because it's time for the main event.
Every time that I get up on the microphone, I gotta dedicate a round to you, girl. Come on, come on. Every time that I get up on the microphone, I gotta dedicate a round to you, girl. Come on. I'm not sure what you did to me, but I like it. I love it. Oh, I'm not sure what you did to me, but I like it. I love it. Said I'm not sure what you did to me, but I like it. I love it. Oh, I'm not sure what you did to me, but I like it. I love it. Oh, every time that I get up on the microphone, I gotta dedicate a round to you, girl. Come on. Come on. Every time that I get up on the microphone, I gotta dedicate a round to you, girl. Come on.
I told you we would still make Bree part of the program. She was joined by her backup dancers, the Nitro girls.
Yeah, loving it.
Yeah. So here we are, folks. WrestleMania 40 results, star ratings for all matches from the full show. What I want to do first, though, is, guys, I want to give everybody a chance to kind of sound off on this. And I want to make sure everybody, bro, I want to make sure everybody gets their shit over, bro. No, I do. I want to kind of go one by one here. And just, I want to start with Vinny. And I want, go ahead. You've got the floor first. And I want you to go ahead and just, whatever thoughts you have on this before we get into the matches, go ahead, man. I want to give you the floor, Vin.
Are we talking about both nights, like the whole show altogether?
Yeah, your thoughts overall of the production, the crowd reactions, just your overall thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go to Chris after Vinny, and we'll go down the line, and I want to make sure everybody gets a chance on this one.
For me, I thought the opener was probably the best thing, especially out of night one. Rhea, Becky, that was impressive. The crowd's reaction was amazing. Ladder match, didn't really know half those guys. I knew R-Truth and Miz, they were going to get at least one of the belts. And I was happy for them on that. Like, I mean, they still put on, an entertaining show there. Most of the other stuff, I kind of tune out. Didn't care too much. I'm trying to think. The Rock stuff to me, I think we heard and saw different things. I watched it the following day too, just to double check. I did not hear the reaction one would expect from The Rock with the fans. I know you were saying it was a heel thing, and it's like, oh, that's a proper heel reaction. To me, it was like fucking crickets. And from what I saw, he was seething in that ring. He was even shaking a bit too. He warmed up about, I think, 5-10 minutes into it. Not impressed with The Rock. Like his physique, yeah, for his age, absolutely. I was never a massive fan of his. I preferred more of his movies than his actual in-ring shit. Early on, I thought he was fine when he got the IC belt and all that. But for what they did and that he needed a belt of his own, his Oprah Winfrey fucking Brahma Bull belt, dude, that was pathetic and sad that he needed something to come out to. The baby needed his blanket to hold on to. That's what I saw. I thought it was ridiculous. His whole thing was predictable as shit too. Final boss nonsense that they kept doing. Chief, you don't have the belt. It's the belt you have is a make believe belt. So calling yourself the final boss, that whole angle I thought was retarded. But this is, again, I'm a casual guy. I don't really watch fucking WWE at all. Just like these kind of big events is what we kind of tune in for. Yeah, that whole thing was super predictable. But then night 2 was absolutely predictable. I didn't miss one of those things. Called every match what was going to happen. And I get it. There's a lot of people. It's like, well, we got to feed to the audience, you know. We got to make the fans happy, and that's fine and everything too. Like if those are the people you're cheering for, cool. That God bless. Bailey, I think is your WWE female Eddie Kingston. I think Io Sky is a way better performer, way better to look at. Some of the shit she was doing in the ring, I was super impressed with. I give it a Io Sky. She should have retained, but again, because she's a Triple H girl and all the marks love her for some reason. I don't know. I guess they like that dumpy, lumpy looking potato sack of a woman. That's whatever. It's weird to me. What else? Yeah, LA Knight. It was a good match. Those guys did a great job, but to me, it felt pointless. It wasn't for any belt. It wasn't for anything. Bragging rights, I beat you. To me, it felt useless because let's face it, they pretty much threw LA Knight to the curb for this Mania and leading up to this Mania when The Rock came in, and everything shifted from what happened with the scandal and Brock being taken out. Then what do we do with Gunther? Gunther losing was a complete fucking shit show to me. That was a waste. That's another guy you fucking wasted. So you have a couple of guys on your on your table there that should have been given a lot more or continue doing something good, and they didn't yet. I'm sure LA Knight's going to have some kind of thing going with somebody. You can't leave him in the win like this. He got a win, great win at WrestleMania, but now you need to do something with him. Logan Paul, I have my views on this guy. I think he's somebody who sucked a lot of D to get where he's at. He has talent. I'll give him that. He does have talent. But that three-way match, again, super predictable. Knew he was going to take it. You're not going to put it on the Mighty Meatball, Kevin Owens and Randy. He's had his time to shine for plenty of years. So they were going to keep it on Logan. But like I said, they still did a pretty good job. What they did with camera work and stuff, it was good. It was up there. I'll definitely give them that. There was cool things, but there was also the whole we're gonna remove the McMahon name completely. The whole thing where Stephanie came out to embarrass her father. Like you said, they were saying wrestling all night. They were saying performers. They weren't saying world. What was the entertainment
superstars?
Yeah, they weren't doing any of that bullshit. So like you could see everything they were doing was to mock Vince, pulling out Bruce Pritchard like that. That was like et tu brute. It definitely was a slap in Vince's face. And hey, if it goes to trial, like here I am, Bruce is like, I'm gonna go against you. Like you could feel everything kind of in place to say fuck you to Vince. So to me, that's what a lot of night 2 ended up becoming. And again, the people who they picked and who they got there and how they did, and especially bringing everyone in the ring like that, Vince would have never been on board with that. Never. So that, your copyrighted Renaissance era, like, what was it, a week ago or 2 weeks ago, dictated what was going to happen. We already knew Cody had it 100%. But I mean, anybody knew he was going to win it. You weren't going to give him fucking 3 losses in a row. Last year, the night before and then the night of. No, that's not how that was going to roll. But again, their performances were fine. Rock was bullshit again on the second night. Cena was even more bullshit. I thought that was kind of ridiculous. Having Undertaker come out, okay. Like, it's cool to see him, but it felt unnecessary. It was just kind of like, he was one more old school guy, one of the last other old school guys to kind of help Cody lift the belt with his soy arms, basically. So, but hey, you know what? He has it now, so congratulations. We thought it was going to be the end of the world today, so there could be things worse, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Brutal.
Right?
Because I was just savage.
Well, thank you, man. And I want to welcome Tony in. What's up, Tony?
Hey, Tom.
Tony. Great to hear from you, Tony.
Good.
What's up, everyone?
Hey, man. Hey, so you and I have been talking about this all day, Tony, and I want to go to you because you didn't really get a chance to weigh in much last night. It was a packed house, so and I want you to go ahead now, and before, like I said, this is before we get into the card and the meat and potatoes of it. I want everybody to go ahead and just kind of overview it. So I know you got a lot to say.
Well, and I'm sure I'm going to forget a lot of it too until someone else mentions something or.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, night one I really enjoyed. Just off the bat, let me say it felt like most of the titles changed hands in this show, with the exception of Rhea Ripley and Logan Paul. But which is something I wasn't expecting. Like when I saw Gunther was defending the IC title, Roman's defending his Universal Championship, I'm not thinking they're gonna change both of those championships on the same show. Granted, they were different nights, but they had a lot of stock built up in both of them, but in both the IC and the Universal title. So, I definitely didn't see that coming. I thought Gunther was going to retain against Sami Zayn and move on to SummerSlam, where he probably would have lost it, hopefully to Braun Breaker, but that didn't happen. Personally, would I have chose Sami Zayn to defeat Gunther for that? No, I would have picked an up-and-comer, somebody who could have really taken the heat from that and propelled themselves a little further in the standings. But I am happy that Gunther did drop the title, in terms of he's on to bigger and better things now. Yeah, and the ladder match was okay too. That was an interesting idea. The problem is there are too many titles in WWE, so they've unified and split so many of these titles apart so many times that it doesn't really mean much. But it was great to see R-Truth get his WrestleMania moment finally. He's been on fire since he returned. He's been doing a really great job.
He was fun to watch.
Yeah, and it's hard to bring comedy into wrestling without it coming across real cheesy or cringe. So props to him.
Yeah.
The tag match I really enjoyed. I thought Rock did a great job. He looked great. He was never my favorite wrestler, but I mean, geez, it feels like we were just watching Cena and Rock kind of feud, and they were saying then it's been like 7 or 8 years since he's been in the WWE ring, and now here we are at WrestleMania 40 and they're saying the same thing.
Yep.
Good match. I mean, those guys really put on a long match, considering they all, with the exception of Rock, had to wrestle the next night, and even bigger matches. But I kind of assumed they were going to do the bloodline rules for the main event because they want to stack the deck against Cody, make it seem like he's overcoming all these extraordinary odds. The night two, I can say right off the bat, I did enjoy night one more than night two. Night two just kind of melded together. Look, Drew McIntyre's been doing some of the best work of his career since this heel turn. And even after night one, when Seth was all messed up holding his knee and everyone was wondering why Damian Priest wasn't cashing in. Then Drew McIntyre released a little Twitter promo, a video on Twitter in what very much looked like a hot boxed room. And he cut a vicious promo on Seth, but he's wearing a CM Punk hoodie, which, like, it was that, like, underlying comedy there that, you know, you had to really pay attention to notice. He's just been doing a great job. I was hoping to see him win the World Heavyweight title, go on a longer run with that. But unfortunately, as we know, for some reason, Damian Priest didn't run out during night 1 when Seth couldn't fucking stand up. No, he waited for night 2. They cashed in. He cashed in and pinned Drew McIntyre after about a 4-minute title run. So, just out of kayfabe, out of storyline, that makes me a little sad because I really wanted to see Drew get his moment and run with the ball outside of the pandemic era.
Yeah, I forgot to bring him up. Yeah, you're right. Not to just jump in for a second. Yeah, because those guys on panel were marking out so much. We couldn't get a word in edgewise, but I was really upset seeing him do that whole thing when he got up on the table. Like, he knew what was going to happen, and it was like, oh, come on, don't.
Yeah.
But
it was just the spot, you know, and I didn't agree with. I mean, I can't say I don't understand the why to it because Damian Priest had done fuck all until now, and so it was, you know, time to nut up or shut up. What's up, Trina?
Hey, Trina.
But
Hey,
that's exactly it. Like, Drew McIntyre's been doing a great job.
Yeah.
And Damian Priest, like, I know people are big on Judgment Day or whatever, but they're kind of background players in a way. Like, Rhea Ripley stands out, Dominic gets a little play, but Finn and Damian Priest, the two you would have expected to kind of stand out in that stable, haven't really done so, you know.
Yeah.
And just to keep it short, I know everybody is trying to get their thoughts, and I'll just jump to the main event. I mean, I get it. You know, Roman Reigns has had the title for a long time, and it probably is time for someone else to run with that ball. It's just Cody wouldn't have been my pick. And I know I'm going against, like, all the people out there. I mean, obviously he's popular, but yeah, I was talking to my buddy about it, and it feels like Roman really struggled because he wanted to be authentic, and Vince wasn't really letting that happen. And as soon as Roman became authentic, it's like his career became limitless, you know. Ratings went up, sales went up. I mean, the entire industry prospered off Roman's authenticity compared to Cody Rhodes, who strikes me as very inauthentic. And when he was being authentic, I mean, he wasn't really making much noise, and now he's put together this entire facade that it's hard not to just see right through, and that's what brings him his success. So, I mean, in that case, I'm going to always choose authenticity over inauthenticity, but yeah, that's basically, you know, I was a little sad watching that hand hit the fucking ref's hand hit the 3 count, and you know, what's done is done. We just move forward, see how Cody does. But like I say, everybody remembers Jesse James. Nobody remembers the guy that shot Jesse James. And a highlight of the night for me, night 1, Wingstop advertisement on the Blackpool 6-man tag.
Yeah.
Thank you, Triple H, for that.
For me, it was the ass wipes during the Usos match.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dude wipes. What the
This is
fuck?
very telling.
Oh, God.
Take it to the hole.
Yeah. Oh shit! Thanks, Tony. Thank you, man.
Amen, brother.
Fisk, go ahead, brother.
Fisky.
Legend.
Some.
Sorry. Yeah.
All right, bro.
Had a mouthful
while you guys were talking.
He answered to legend. See, I told you. That's
Yep.
why I call him the legend.
So what? No, what now?
No, just kind of
Good
your
take.
overview and thoughts of both nights. You know, the card, just what you thought of it.
Yeah. So basically, everything that you just heard for the last 10 minutes, the direct opposite.
Okay.
I actually preferred night 2. The only kind of dour moment for me was like what Vinny said, the the Rosie O'Donnell match. Like I just wasn't a fan. And I think that Io Sky is a vastly superior. Like I think she kind of got shafted on that one.
To be fair, you were more excited about night 1 just because you thought Jay Cargill's nipple had popped out.
Oh my god, yeah.
He was very excited over that.
Yeah, I was simping hard, man. Like the freaking chocolate goddess over there. The camera knew exactly where to aim. There was hetero cam that night. The first match with Rhea and the influenza there, or strep float. Like there was some nice crotch shots there. But like when Jade came out, she has this nice pixie cut now. God damn. But like she when she came out, she didn't do really that much in the ring. I was kind of disappointed with that. You know, I wanted to, because you don't get better, unless you have repetition. And she did do a great finisher and get the pin, which I thought that was nice. They kind of like her teammates basically served her up the main course, and she just But
which I'll be honest, I thought that was really good and smart what they did.
She's not as strong as a wrestler.
Yeah, because if you remember when she did her comebacks at AEW, she come in all like energetic and shit and kind of sloppy. This was smart. When they tagged her, she took time to get into the ring. They gave her kind of slow spots, but they were like very deliberate. I think that was good for her Mania.
Yeah, I really like that. The Usos on the first night. That to me was like with the second night with the Rosie O'Donnell match. Like I was just like, I don't care. Like I mean, we joke about like the dude wipes or whatever, but like I was on my phone the whole time. Like that was just like I had more fun, chatting with the guys on the panel than I did like watching that, and that kind of sucks because this is like a pay-per-view main event.
Yeah,
and I think if they would have just pulled out the Rosie O'Donnell and the Usos match and just put all the matches from 2 into night 1 and just had a one night like Mania again, trim the fat, so to speak. Like I think they could have gotten kind of a more solid show, because I like, honestly, I know there were no stakes or anything and the story sucked or whatever, but you had 2 consummate professionals in the ring when you had AJ Styles and LA Knight. That was an absolutely banger of a match. Like that was really well.
It was a great match, but it felt kind of pointless. Is all.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, this like, if anything, like I know you guys didn't like the Drew, the McIntyre thing, but like I like that it led to future like the whole point of like wrestling is it's like a soap opera with like muscles, and like this led to a feud. Like we're like, okay, what's McIntyre going to do? He's going to get that belt. That dude is getting the belt. It's just, it wasn't at this WrestleMania. He lost it. He got it for about 5 minutes, if that. And then, was it Bisexual Undertaker came in and took it? But, I think they're going to set him up with Punk to feud.
Yeah.
And that'll be cool to see, because honestly, Drew McIntyre is a monster of a man. I just want to see him thoroughly stomp this dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Tony.
I thought Bisexual Undertaker cashed in the Money in the Bank, but Bisexual Undertaker actually showed up in the main event and helped Cody win.
No, I see. I know you guys didn't like that, but like to me, and I could be off on this because I didn't follow all the news or anything. They had this story going where like in night 1, Rock was literally like, "You're fired if you start counting right now." Like he was swinging his balls around, like doing the whole "I own you. You better, we're playing my game." So when the old timers came out to basically like diffuse any like interference, like that was awesome. Like all Taker had to do was just give him that intense stare and the choke slam, and it was like, you're not going to interfere with this one. Like your boy isn't going over.
I'm sorry, dude.
Oh, sorry.
It sums up. They've been giving Cody the Captain Marvel Avengers Endgame treatment all year, where everyone's like, "I fought for this, and nothing will stand in my way." Oh, unless it's Cody's turn, he needs to finish his story. I like Cody. Come here, Cody. Let me raise your hand. Like that's how he's been treated all year. Like again, Seth Rollins is the world heavyweight champion, and he's playing tag along. So. They offered that spot to Steve Austin, I'm pretty sure, and he turned it down because it's dumb. I'm sorry, but it's dumb. And I know Austin likes Cody. I'm sure it's just like, nah, I don't really want to do that. So they brought Taker in, and it just kind of solidifies it. Like, what's Cena even doing there? What's Taker even doing
he's showing
there?
off his
Why are
bald
they
spot.
like? But I know. He kept like touching his hair, making sure it stayed combed. It was kind of funny. Like why would these personalities, when we've seen a million people get beat up or screwed over or whatever in the ring, but they're all there for Cody because Cody is Captain Marvel.
Well, but The Rock wasn't, and like that was the like again. I didn't follow the whole thing. I was just entertained by what I saw that night. I didn't see anything leading up to it or whatever. But I liked that it was like an old timer who was interfering on behalf of his boy. And then another old timer came out of nowhere and said, "No, you're not," and put him down.
Yeah, Chris, Adam and I were making a joke all night. I said it's going to be Hogan with crutches or a wheelchair. That ain't going to work for me, brother.
No, he's got a voice box. That's not going to work for me.
They roll draws out on a dolly.
Oh shit!
And Hogan. You bald son of a bitch. You can kiss my ass, bro. He ain't coming near the ring, bro. I'll have Al Snow spit gravel at him, bro.
I'm the old timer they were going to get. No, I was doing my other thing on Netflix. I couldn't make it.
I for a final. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah. Just my final thing. Say what you will about Paul Levesque. And about all the middle fingers he's flipping to Vinnie Mac and all that stuff. The verbiage that he used during that post event press conference.
Yep.
You'll never hear Vince McMahon ever give credit to his talent like that.
No.
He never said. He said this isn't a Paul Levesque. This isn't a Triple H era. This is everybody here. And like to me that means a lot. Like because I've worked in jobs where I was worthless. Like I was made to feel expendable, and it was me, Austin, all along. Like that's a common thing for most of us. So when you hear the guy at the top say, "Hey, man, like this wasn't me doing this. This was all of us." Like that means a lot. Like you get a lot of mileage out of stuff like that. So I appreciated it.
That's cool. Yeah, I didn't see any of that stuff. So
yeah, I know. Yeah, we would say we watched all of it, from start to finish. So yeah, I did, Chris. We were talking about that before we came on air. I really and thanks, man. That was very well thought out, and I like the counter opinion to everybody else's thoughts. I do.
Yeah, sorry,
but no, it's fine. I know it's and I know because it's you. It's not just contrarian. It's actually
I'm not.
Yeah,
I didn't get complimented like that. Thank you, Mark. I mean, Etep.
I'm marking out for Fisk. Vinny's jealous. He's got to work harder to win my affections back. No.
No. I have your affections. That's not what I meant. I'm talking about hashtag homo. No.
Is this like a dude wipe commercial?
Dude wipe match coming up.
No, I do. I wanted to go ahead to I want to go to Adam now. I want to give Adam the floor here.
Adam!
So, I mean, as a fan, I hated it. I don't like current wrestling. I don't like the 2-day bullshit. Business-wise, I know why they're doing it because they're making more money. But yeah, I miss when we just had the era where, that we all watched growing up.
Yeah.
But yeah, business-wise, I still hate the fact that there's so much, oh, let's see, Logan Paul. Oh, what does he have? Oh, yeah, poison water. And what's in the middle of the ring? Poison water. Oh, yeah, that part of it, I still to this day hate. You look at the card, you know who's going to win. And again, being the fans that we are and knowing what we know now way more than what we would have back in the day. It's impossible to go backwards. Okay.
Yeah.
You can't take the business backwards, you know, and I hate it. That's why I don't watch current day shit. For me, the last good WrestleMania, when they did the 2 days, because I don't want to, you can't, it's apple and oranges, man. You can't go from a 1 day event and then compare it to 2 day, you know, it just, so we're talking 36 was the first one, and that was with no people. Okay. So for me, you need to go from there to 40. And that's all you can compare, because again, they're two totally different things. 36 was the first of its time for all of us. None of us had ever seen wrestling like that, you know. And the matches, again, we had more wrestling though. 37, same thing. This felt a little rushed, and again, I think it has to do a lot with the behind the scenes and other things going on. Becky Lynch, I thought that match felt short. You know, and again, we know why now, but when we were watching it live, it was like, you know, it felt like, man, it should have been a little bit longer for those two. But knowing she had strep throat and 101 fever, I mean, the last time, you know, we heard Mick Foley when he shit himself, you know, the same thing. So I'm just, you know, not that we haven't heard of it, but in this, where we are now after COVID, why the fuck would you let that bitch in there wrestling? I'm sorry. You know, it's not safe. In my opinion, the match was great. I thought the opener was the strongest part of night one. But again, for what it is, it made money. Snoop Dogg was there pimping his stuff. It's just more commercial now. You know, it's less about storytelling and character building. It's about the brand, you know, and I just don't want to see it turn into AEW, because now that Cody's at the top, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they do that, then we're fucked. Because if I look at a card and we can all do it, boom, 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 boom. Look, it's a 50-50 shot usually. Calling who's going to cash in Money in the Bank. I mean, they've always said it's usually on a Raw, you know, but you never know. And they did it the way they did it. They haven't done anything with him. He was pretty badass in NXT. But yeah, in the Fed, they didn't really do a whole lot with him and Finn. So, and again, I think it's, if you go from last year, that was Vince McMahon, okay, when Cody lost, to where we are this year, where he won, to your point, you know, from what you were saying, how you could see the differences, and you can't look at it, you know, just as a fan. I mean, you can, by all means, do whatever the fuck you want, but how I'm trying to get across here. So business wise, what they did, TKO, all of it makes a lot of sense. We're going to bury the McMahon name, you know. Levesque's going to come out, because hell, he was one of the boys back in the day. So hell yeah, he did great with NXT. You know, again, I was like, hey, Ring of Honor, NXT, those were more my favorites at the time, because it was more wrestling, felt more WCW. NWA days. And again, same with the territories. I love the territory things. So, and I'm an old school fan, you know. Superstar Billy Graham, I love the heels. Fisk had mentioned it before. Like, for us, we already knew without a computer that it's a work. So, like, we liked the bad guys, you know. We kind of dug the heels more so than the baby faces. But again, love Chico Santana. Yeah, I mean, you know, that flying forearm, baby. We are that generation that had it all when it comes to wrestling, and now again, this is the newer stuff. So, you know, we'll see what they do with Cody. I wish Dustin would have got a heavyweight run, you know, for everything he went through, just like his father did in the polka dots. Dustin with Gold Dust, brother. You know, and to me, Cody has always been Stardust and nothing but a mid card. And again, you mentioned it on the stream the other night too, Etep. These guys are mid carders at best, and then you get like a McIntyre who can wrestle, who's a big dude, and it was again, it is hilarious that it was Punk that caused it, because now you've got, as much as I hate Phil Brooks because he's a fucking piece of shit, when it comes to the business, he's there to make money. He's old.
Yeah.
He's not Hall style, man. He is. He just, I'm here to make money. I got friends. I got family. Let's do this. Whether we like what he says and all that other shit, putting all that aside, if we're just going to talk wrestling, this can make either one of them. They can turn on a dime. You can keep Drew as a heel. CM Punk's kind of that baby facious, whatever. But you could turn CM Punk with this, and you could turn Drew back to a babyface. So business-wise, in my mind, it makes perfect sense. Did I like it? Oh, hell no. Same with Gunther. Yeah, you can't add to what other than what you guys already said. You know, hopefully they will, because he was supposed to be Brock Lesnar to then build Gunther up, but he didn't really need a win over. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
the running of the bulls and all that shit with a lot of this. Again, we got to stop doing that. You know, come on, guys, we get it. You're going with Cody. He had to cover the video game, and we knew he was going to win it. And I think they did Sami Zayn as much as I don't like him. He's kind of like a Daniel Bryan. So, and I couldn't stand him either at all. I mean, I wouldn't even really watch him wrestling back then because I'm like, oh, come on, I could like fling him. So, you know, but Daniel Bryan, again, he can wrestle. The guys can wrestle. Logan Paul, same thing, you know, no matter what. I put it in the chat, Chris, and you laughed at it because, again, when they're like, oh, nobody, you know, Logan Paul, nobody's a fan of Logan Paul. I'm like, this motherfucker is. I've literally listened to you say, I'm not really a wrestling fan, but man, yeah, Logan Paul, and again, great athlete.
Yeah.
You should have more people like him lined up to do that stuff, and they don't. John Cena came back and told him, hey, I'm here because you can't do your job. I hate John Cena. The Rock's power bombing or rock bottoming him. Dude, it did kind of feel like the 90s. I ain't gonna lie. The Rock looked really good next to Roman, and Roman looked the best he's looked in a long time.
Yeah.
And of course, we know he's got the cancer. You know, I've made jokes, you know, but I don't hate the dude. Like, I have no ill will towards the man. I just didn't agree with what they did for 4 years. But if that's the way he went out, I was sad that we didn't have any heels come out other than the Samoans. If you're the Samoan, you know, you're the tribal chief. Even the B brand, if you will, Seth Rollins' title's the B brand. Apparently, I don't agree, but you know, he's a world champ. To Tony's point, but I mean, it'd have been a good time for a little bit more heels coming out, or if Bo Dallas was going to be coming back in, what was Uncle Howdy, or
that was a waste. How do you not bring him in?
Yeah, well, they could have done that instead of Taker. And again, though, it's kind of you can look at it both ways as fans or Marks too. Yeah, it was great seeing the old guys in there, but it's also like they're doing it to say goodbye, just like when Shawn, Triple H, and Taker, you know, at the second round, you know, when they all retired and shit, they're like, this is the end of an era that as we knew as wrestling fans. That's kind of what, to me, they were kind of doing, whether it was spitting in McMahon's eyes or paying respect to the fans, though, too. So that's kind of where I'm at overall on the whole thing, man. I mean, it's the Fed. They're saying they could do better, but again, if they were perfect, it would be like the old days where nobody gave a shit. So we'll see what they do with it. You know, that's all I'm going to say. I'll be hopeful. I mean, you know, people were freaking out about the 4-minute clips today, and I'm just like, it's just another day. I was in the gym having a hell of a workout. You know. Like I said, I know I'm not sick anymore. I'm back up to over 200 pounds. It's like, okay, you know, it's time to get off my ass and start lifting again. But I feel better, you know. But no, I mean, I wish they didn't do the 2 nights, but they're going to keep doing it. I just hope that next year they know what the fuck they're doing 100%. We don't have a little bit of mixing and matching because they have to for whatever reason, whether it's injuries or, you know, whatever. And if somebody's sick, come on, that's why you've always got other people that could have filled Becky's spot. And I hope she gets well soon, you know. And again, I don't hate any of them. You know, we're just talking about the performances and everything else. I just miss the old school WrestleMania moments. We don't really get those anymore because again, the pay-per-views themselves are feeling like a Raw or a SmackDown or a Sunday Night Heat at some point. You know, the Uso thing. Why didn't Rikishi come out? He was just there the night before for the fucking you know, award ceremony.
The Hall of Fame.
Yeah, thank you. The Hall of Fame. So like when Jay and his sons are fighting, that'd have been a perfect time for him to whatever. I mean, anything, right?
Well, it would have convoluted it more. I mean, everything is overbooked anyway, as far as like the main event thing goes. So adding you add that extra
for the WrestleMania moment though, because it's WrestleMania.
But then like I said, it's just you're risking it's too much, too many ingredients in the soup. I mean, that match you don't want that match to drag out any longer than it has to.
Well, no, but I mean, like,
it could have been quicker had they brought the father out. It could have ended quicker because that was painful to watch.
But then he comes out, either way at the end of it, and not that Rikishi had to partake in it, like the match.
Look, all I'm saying is having just. You bringing people in like that, it's never going to, especially at WrestleMania, it's never going to make it go quicker. It's always going to bog it down, unless it's coming in for a quick squash, you know what I mean? Which that ain't the case here because it's a father coming out to separate two sons. Because then you're going to cut a promo in the middle of the match. Something's going to happen. Dad's going to get hit. Then he's going to reluctantly want to get involved on behalf of one of the sons. In this case, it would have been Jay. So yeah, the whole no.
He could have just came out with the ass wipes and thrown it at both of them and then walked away.
But no. Well, I mean, it would have worked if Vince was there. That's what would have happened. But no,
Vince would have shit on one of them. I told the other one,
perfect for the ass
going, pal.
They're twins.
The Wipe My Ass Club.
Nobody's gonna notice they're twins.
But if you didn't know Jade, like if you never knew she wrestled before, and this was really other than the Royal Rumble, right? Because that's the only time we've seen her in the Fed.
Yeah.
Which I would have thought she'd have been going after Bianca, but whatever. She looked good. You know what I mean? Like, if this is your first time really seeing her, because again, a Rumble's different than a match. It's really, and again, it's a good thing we've seen her in the past. I thought she looked really good for what it is. You know what I mean? She didn't look like when she got outshined by the local talent. I'm sorry, it happened, but no, I get. I think it was a smart move to have her do the win. Stick to her strengths. Try to cover and fix any weaknesses, as best as you can. Cover them up if you have to. But yeah, I didn't think it looked, But again, the tag team champs can't get their shit together, and it is what it is. Though it was WrestleMania, and they made money, and whether you loved it or hate it, we all had fun, right? And at the end of the day, just to wrap it up, that's all that matters, right? We all had fun one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I want to leave with it.
Thanks, Adam. Thank you, man. CJ, go ahead, my man. Go ahead.
I mean, it was all right for the most part. I mean, I missed the first three matches of night one. I was doing some other shit, but I mean, it was all right. I really liked the I keep calling him Eli Drake, but LA Knight AJ Styles match. Just because I'm watching them a long time before they were in the Fed, and know that they're both really good and they work really well together. The one thing that's really kind of surprised me though was the chemistry between Owens and Orton.
Yeah, they drove them down.
Good chemistry together.
Yeah,
like they could actually be like more of a comedic duo.
Yeah,
because neither one of them really need the title anymore. They're both over on their own right. So why not use them in kind of that spot? I mean, because they don't really have anyone on SmackDown that can do what R-Truth does. Of course, nobody can do what R-Truth does. R-Truth is
he pinned somebody on a ladder match.
That was funny.
Protect that man at all
costs. The hot tag for R-Truth.
I mean, I love R-Truth. He's just so fucking funny. No one can do comedy like him and get away with it.
Yep.
Is anyone else doing that shit? It would be hokey, and we would all be like, "That's just dumb." But it's R-Truth. We know it's going to be funny. It's going to be gold.
Oh yeah.
But
I know what the R stands for.
And the other thing that I thought was funny in the main event, I don't know if anyone else caught it, was Cena and Rock trying to recreate the WrestleMania 18 moment between Rock and Hogan. where they were both like slowly looking at the other direction at the crowd reaction that wasn't fucking there. Like no one was reacting to that moment. And
I was laughing at it.
I was more at Cena's very, very prominent bald spot.
WrestleMania 18 was a moment they didn't think they'd ever see Hulk Hogan back in WWF, and then it hits you like, holy shit, this is Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania. Like, he was WrestleMania, you know? So that was surreal to see, you know, The Rock and Hogan staring across from each other at 18. Cena, he was just on a pay-per-view like 3 months ago. Yeah. He was just wrestling Solo Sikoa. Like, it's not.
The other thing about that 18 match that it really changed everything was the crowd. The crowd changed that match.
Yeah.
Because of how they were reacting to Hogan. Because Hogan was the heel. He wasn't the babyface. I mean, he had just driven a truck into The Rock's ambulance like the week before that match. So he was straight on, you know, he was Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and the crowd turned him babyface. Which is, you know, that's where you can see their confusion in the ring, because they're like, how are we going to play this? This is not the plan for the match. You're supposed to be the bad guy.
Right.
But they're cheering you. That's what made that one so special, was the crowd kind of really dictated how that match turned out. Whereas this one, we all knew Cody was going to win. But my thought on the predictability part of it is I kind of don't care about that anymore, because we're so used to entertainment swerving us, subverting our expectations, that for something to actually go as you think it's going to go is a rarity these days.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we're way past the years of, well, bro, we got to just swerve it, bro. So, but other than that, I mean, it was enjoyable. I had fun watching it with the guys, which is really the only way to watch wrestling.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was kind of, it is what it is. I mean, it's modern wrestling, and you know, the days of the Attitude Era and the Monday Night Wars are long gone. We're never going to get that kind of entertainment back.
Yeah.
I think Etep took off on us. So it's my show now, bitches.
Yeah.
Hey, when you gotta take a shit, you gotta take a shit.
Well, yeah. What was that? That UFC fighter's like, sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
No, I'm back, and I was listening.
Do you use your dude wipes?
I did. Sponsored by
Uso brand.
Uso brand dude wipes.
You get like their face on the.
I want to thank everybody for their thoughts on this. That was some well articulated points by everybody across the board. So thank you. And welcome. We got 75 watching on X right now, and like 8 on YouTube. So we know where the views are coming from, folks. 84 overall watching right now on the counter on StreamYard. So thank you, everybody. Hope you're enjoying the evening's festivities so far. So I guess that leaves it to me now. One thing I want to say right off the bat was during the Logan Paul, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens match. That was and you guys mentioned the comedy aspect of that. And that is Randy Orton adapting to a new role and a new, you know, part of his career, which he did some comedy stuff with Matt Riddle years ago, you know, which we know he's got that in him to do that dry humor. And it works so well with Owens. Yeah. I don't know who mentioned it earlier, but the chemistry between those two, the golf cart thing, Owens backing all the way up to pick Randy up. And you could tell Orton, you could see Orton tell him to slow down when he was driving down. It was hilarious. But yeah, then he tries to give him the RKO and Randy's like, oh, and then so they start fighting. But Owens, when him and Paul were on the ropes, and you see Logan Paul's trying to do something, and Owens grabbed him by the arm, threw him on his shoulders. He goes, nope, we're fucking going, bud. Like, that was changing it on the fly. And Owens was like, I can just brute strength this motherfucker. So he just took him, because whatever Paul was going to do, Owens was like, no, fuck that. We're going to do this. Yeah. And that's a veteran move. Like, and there was nothing in that moment that Logan Paul was going to do to stop him from just taking him. And it was fucking hilarious. But Rhea Ripley on night 1 and Becky, Becky strep throat, 101 degree fever, and going out there and working in 48 degree temperatures. I give her credit. I'm not a big Becky Lynch fan. I'm not. Especially the physical disparity between her and Rhea being so great, and then knowing she was sick, but she put in a good performance. And Rhea Ripley is still, she's still top 5. She dropped down a couple notches after the other night, but I mean, she's still top 5, honestly. But and that's through no fault of hers.
In the company or in your ratings?
No. Overall, just I would say top draws. She's still up there. She's still a top.
What was the other night that dropped her?
No, I just said night 1, just with the way the main, and I'll bring it home to that point here where I'm going with this. But with Roman dropping the title after this, record-breaking reign, he's one of the last gladiators. I know I've been rough on him and I said he was boring, but finding out the guy's still, what he's going through with the leukemia, and like Tony mentioned, he put the fucking company on his shoulders and he never once fumbled, never once dropped the ball. And he ain't coming back, and I'm not a Roman Reigns fan. I'm not, but I mean, I just look at it from like a wrestler, seeing the dude is a fucking beast, and he turned in a great match last night. He really did. Night 1, the tag match was fucking solid. I still like, I want to watch it again. And I'm not so much talking when they walked down to the ring. Yeah, they were kind of like, when they walked out, when him and Rock came out, and given the Rock's entrance. Yeah. If that happens 10 years ago, the pop's fucking 5 times what it is, especially with the cinematic type entrance. And that's one thing we were talking about with, I can't remember the new Kevin Dunn's name, something Letting or whatever his name is. But dude, the cinematic shots post match were really fucking well done. And I'm not a big fan of things being overproduced, and especially when it comes to wrestling, because we're done watching wrestling. This is now just entertainment. Yeah, they're calling themselves wrestlers again, but WWE is not a wrestling company. They're an entertainment company now. And that's fine. That's what they have to do. They're a publicly traded company. They got a board, but they do. I will say this. I thought night 2 was really, really good. I did. The predictability thing, but yeah, it went as planned. I called every match. I just did not call the Money in the Bank thing, but you're set up a feud between Drew and Punk that doesn't need a title. LA Knight and AJ Styles came out and they were potatoing the fuck out of each other. Like, they worked snug. I mean, that shit was like, God damn, like those are some stiff shots. Those boys were sore after the fucking match, but it looked amazing. It looked fucking amazing. R-Truth and Miz winning the tag titles. I'm fine with that. And I think, what's his name? Austin Theory and is it Pete Dunne or whatever won the other ones. But yeah, the Jade Cargill match.
Grayson Waller.
Theory.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, because he hosts, the Grayson Waller thing. Yeah. But yeah, they're 2 solid young guys. Well, Austin Theory's still kind of young. I'm not sure about Waller, but if booked right, they can be effective. R-Truth and Miz. I'm not a Miz fan, but I am goddamn well an R-Truth fan. And yeah, he's just, what a career renaissance for him, the comedy shtick, and it works. But the guy can still like actually really work too, even though he's older now. So, but no, the main event, Cody and Roman, I'll just skip ahead to that because there's nothing to be said about Bayley and Io Sky that I didn't say last night. That was just bleh. Yeah, the main, it went as I expected it to go. Like I said, I would have rather seen Roman win, but this is what had to happen for business. And this is the guy they've chosen to be their franchise quarterback for the time being, even though we all know he's a Benedict Arnold, and those kind of people don't ever change their stripes. But I'm telling you, Hunter, Paul, whatever you want to call him, he sees something in the guy, and we don't agree with it. Absolutely not. I'm not a Cody Rhodes fan. I'm not. I was a fan of his dad, not the hugest Dusty fan, but I always thought he was fucking cool, and I liked him because he was like an everyman. But Cody, yeah, he doesn't. Tony, you mentioned inauthenticity. He doesn't have that. He's kind of like a snake. He's a snake oil salesman to me.
Mm-hmm. That, and he runs, like, look at his history. He runs away when it gets hard. Like Roman Reigns. And I've never been the biggest fan of Reigns either, but I've gained respect for him over this title reign. And he went out there night after night on live television and dealt with the fans like shitting all over him. They were not accepting him, and he just walked through that fire, and he didn't quit. He could have quit. He could have given up. He could have, man, I've got cancer. I'm dealing with this or that. I mean, this is bullshit. And he could have walked away. But he stuck with it, and granted, people can say, yeah, but he was Vince's chosen one, but so was Drew McIntyre at a time. And that still doesn't mean anything's guaranteed, and especially when they're booing you out of the Royal Rumble and just not connecting with you in any meaningful way. But he stuck with it and came out of the other side a better man. And I don't mean to be all like just rough on Cody, but I mean, it's kind of true. I mean, he left WWE that first time. He left AEW when that got rough. He's back here. He didn't, maybe he went around the world, got some experience, wrestled in Japan, gained a little perspective, but that doesn't change the fact that he didn't really persevere through a hard situation. He just headed for greener pastures, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's my apprehension with him. What's going to happen if there's real adversity? What if the fans turn on him, which we all know the chase is always better than the catch when it comes to this kind of, especially with somebody like him, who's, I mean, I would say he's kind of a polarizing figure to fans because you either love him or you hate him. There's really, I really wouldn't say there's a lot of gray area there with him. He's one of those guys. Yeah. But so I'm interested to see how it plays out. I mean, from a business perspective, I can see why they booked it the way they did. And I'll kind of scroll through this and we'll just look at the star ratings for these matches here. This is for Saturday night. Rhea Ripley, Becky, they gave that 4 stars.
Out of 5?
Yeah. 4 out of 5, not bad. The ladder match, 3.5. I mean, I'm not a fan of it. To me, it was all overbooked shit. I'm not a fan of that. Those multiple tag team matches like that. But 3.5 stars for that. And if anybody has anything they want to say about any of the matches, like you had Mysterio and Andrade. I didn't know Andrade was going to be there.
Yeah, he was there. I like his new green mask. But I actually I forgot. Yeah, I enjoyed that one. That was one of the higher points for me from the first night.
Yeah, that one kind of got lost in the shuffle for me. I completely had forgotten about that match.
But you remember there were some cool spots in there, like the totem pole where he got on the. Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, and Dominic, Dominic Mysterio's kind of grown on me from a perspective of like the guy, he's legit over as a fucking heel. Like, he's a solid mid-card guy. That's the thing with Dom. Not a main eventer, but he's a mid-carder. He's a very serviceable mid-card guy, and he knows how to draw heat, and it works for him. The gimmick works for him. Jimmy and Jey Uso, we really have nothing left to say about that one. They gave that 2 stars.
They were fighting over the DUI charges and so on.
The 2 stars is generous.
Yeah, who had more? Yeah. There wasn't 1 star amongst both of them.
No, not even a half.
Jade, Bianca, Naomi versus defeating Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane, 2.5 stars. Yeah, go ahead, Tony.
You know, during the Uso match too, Michael Cole says this is the third time in WrestleMania history that brothers have fought. First was Brett and Owen, and then we had Jeff and Matt Hardy. Now the Usos. I get these are actual brothers, you know, blood brothers in real life, but one of the biggest WrestleMania storylines of all time was The Undertaker versus Kane in 1998, which was supposed to be brother versus brother. Mm-hmm. And they just kind of disregarded that during this match, which I don't know, like
what about the Hearts?
Yeah, like why wouldn't you count that as a brother versus brother? Like that was cinema, for lack of a better word. You know, I see all over Twitter now, and oh, this is cinema. This is cinema. Undertaker versus Kane at WrestleMania 14 was fucking cinema. That was a very important match, and arguably maybe even bigger than Shawn Michaels and Steve Austin for the world title, you know. And they just disregarded it. So I don't know. It was just something I picked up on and was kind of like, damn, bro.
Well, Tony, don't forget Savage and Leaping Lanny and the Genius.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys wrestled against
was that
each
at
other. That's
WrestleMania,
literally
though?
brother versus brother, you know, just like Brett and Owen.
They didn't wrestle. I don't think they worked at Mania.
Yeah.
Not
But yeah,
Mania, but I just meant overall for the brother versus brother off of his, you know, Undertaker.
Yeah. But yeah, that's yeah. I don't see why you wouldn't keep that, you know, kind of the kayfabe there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Jade, we were talking about before the Jade match. That was a 2.5 star match. You know, I think I'd give it a 2, honestly. There was, you know, it was a run of the mill 6 person, 6-woman tag match.
Yeah. It was just to give her a little spot to shine.
Yep.
I mean,
yeah.
Which is fun.
Like I said, she did well when she was in there. She looks amazing. Yeah.
I know Chris was like, come on, nipple.
I got it.
I wanted to will it out of the bra.
He's like,
I
get
saw
areola.
I saw an article today. She said she's waiting for Marvel to call her to play Storm. I'm like,
yes.
Fuck, we've been saying that for a year and a half now.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
It's time. It's time for them, you know.
Make the call, Marvel.
Yep. Let's see. So Gunther and Sami Zayn, that's 4.5 stars. You know, and I hated that. I didn't even talk about that. I hated that. I hate Sami Zayn. I've never been a fan of his. I don't see the appeal. I look at him the way, you know, I kind of look Cody Rhodes. I obviously have to put on a higher tier than Sami Zayn because he just is, honestly.
He's Kingston level.
Objectively, Sami Zayn, like he on the thumbnail, he's Oscar the Grouch. Like the guy, it's just a trash can. I never understood like any of his, none of it. But I understand why, from a business perspective, they put him over on Gunther because it's time for Gunther to move up to one of the main titles. It's time for him to get up there. He's on that level. Sammy's fine with a mid-card belt, like that's supposed to be a stepping stone, or for guys like him that are coming into the downside, and you're a stopgap solution in that role because we need to move the other guy up. So go ahead, you know, and not to downplay his title reign, but that's just pretty much the reality of it, you know. The Rock and Roman defeating Cody and Seth. They gave the Gunther and Sammy 4.5, and they gave this one 4. I mean, I would say they're both an even 4 stars. I mean, Gunther and Sammy did put on a hell of a match, though. But I don't know. What do you think, Tony?
When did we become so emotional? Like politics wise, they say everything keeps moving. Like the right is where the left was so many years ago. Like men are where women were like 10 years ago, dude. Like. I don't know. Wrestling is too emotional. Like there's supposed to be some emotion, but like all night last night I saw people. I was literally crying at the end of that match. It's like, dude, you're 6'7", 350 pounds. Why are you crying? Like,
right?
All the endocrine
the Beatus got him.
Yeah. Like,
So
I see that
literally.
4.5 stars for Sami Zayn, and it's like, all I can think about were people crying when he got the pinfall. I'm going back to my cheese.
You're 100% right, bro.
No, I didn't.
Well,
I don't get.
It's a soy-based crowd now.
I mean,
well, no,
even Seth Rollins was crying when he lost his title. Like,
yeah,
my bad, Chris. I didn't mean to cut you off.
But that's what those fuckers want. They want their heroes to cry.
Well, yeah, no, well, they want to, make men effeminate and women masculine. I mean, look at it's, how you're saying men are now where women were 10 years ago. Women are now where men were like 5 years ago. Like, look at all the girl boss bullshit where you have these like unlikable, like toxically masculine women in all of our movies now and all of our media, and all of our men are all these like little pussies that cry.
Like, there's certain times when Shawn Michaels is warming up the band and Ric Flair's stumbling around in the ring, and Shawn's like, I'm sorry, fine, a little bit of tears. I get that. But Seth just lost a title that he's going to win 17 more times in his career.
Dude,
And it's not like it was even his first title run. Like, he's had multiple, but it's weird.
He came down in the ring in that giant exploded microwaved Cadbury egg costume, and like he lost all. Like, go back to the Shield, because that weird like flamboyantly, I don't know what is it, like it looks like a Mardi Gras float or whatever that he comes down in. Like, the gimmick ain't working for me, buddy.
Well, I thought night 2 that Adam Rose had come back.
Dude, for real, right? Like, I was like, that's Adam Rose's theme, you sons of bitches.
That was my first thought. It's like, he stole Adam Rose's gimmick.
Who's Adam Rose?
He was with the Rosebuds and all that shit a couple of years ago.
Many years
ago, yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna cry or take it seriously when he you know what I mean? Like, if that's the emotion they're trying to get, and it's like, dude, you look fucking ridiculous. Like, sorry to cut you off, Tony, but like, yeah, I just those costumes, man, like the gimmick, it really, like he can't, when he was at the end there, when he got laid out there by The Rock, he actually looked a lot better. He's in the SWAT gear.
Oh,
yeah.
Which I thought we were going to see John Moxley, I swear.
Right? That's what I was waiting for. I was like, did they get Mox back from
Is Dean Ambrose here? Yeah. I was hoping.
Because when the Shield theme hit, I'm like, what sense did it make for Seth Rollins to go put his Shield gear on? Like, what the fuck?
Zero.
I
thought that was the most retarded spot.
The
grandson of a plumber and the plumber himself.
Well, before we get to night 2 here, folks, we gotta
gold.
We got to take a brief moment here and hear from the Wonder Boner. So we'll be right back.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Yeah! Okay. Who wants to clean and debone him? I'll do it. What gives? You want to do it? Just wait till you see what I've got. It's the Wonder Boner. The Wonder Boner? Oh, you laugh now. Just watch. You just assemble the Wonder Boner stainless steel rods like this. Take the fish, find the top of the spine, slide him through the ring on the Wonder Boner, and voila! The Wonder Boner. My wife would like that.
Introducing the Wonder Boner, the amazing new fishing tool that makes deboning fish a breeze. The Wonder Boner's unique design removes the bones from trout, char, and whitefish. Simply connect the appropriate size stainless steel rods, start the spine through the ring, and push the fish through. It's that easy. And the Wonder Boner comes with a polyethylene storage case that doubles as a base and a cutting board. Why go through the hassle of deboning a fish the old-fashioned way when the Wonder Boner makes deboning fish this easy?
Well, I think the Wonder Boner's a winner. So, Dave, when did you get the Wonder Boner? It's funny you should ask.
Order your Wonder Boner now. Call 1-800-310-3039 and receive the amazing Wonder Boner for just $19.95. The Wonder Boner comes complete with 3 stainless steel rod tops and 2 extension rods and will debone fish up to 3 pounds. The Wonder Boner is the perfect gift for your fishing friends and your favorite chef. In fact, every tackle box and every kitchen should have the Wonder Boner. Call 1-800-310-3039 and order your Wonder Boner for only $19.95. 1-800-310-3039. Call.
Boner.
That was disgusting.
Don't forget, my wife would like that.
Mortal Kombat fatality.
Holy shit.
So they gave Drew and Seth 3 stars, and then the Damian Priest, it was a dud match. They gave it what is that 4.5 for a cash in?
What? Who is this, Dave Meltzer?
It sounds like it. The Philadelphia Street Fight, they gave what? Not there's no stars there.
Wow, 0 stars.
That sounds about right.
I don't even remember that match.
Actually entertaining.
That one, I say that one wasn't a terrible match. It could have been a Raw match, but it wasn't horrible. But Bubba Ray added the extra dimension to that match.
Put on the glasses.
Him coaching them through the "What's Up" thing was fucking hilarious, and they get the table spot. That was funny. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, because the first table broke. They're like, "Gently, boys, gently." LA Knight pinning AJ Styles, 3.5 stars. Yeah, that's a fair rating because, like I said, that match they worked stiff. 3 3/4 stars for the triple threat U.S. title match.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Women's title 4 stars. That's a 2-star match. That's a 2-star match. I'm being generous with 2 stars because nobody cared. Nobody cared.
The only stars came from Io Sky.
Honestly, yeah.
She's a great worker. She really is. And the undisputed universal championship match, they gave that a 5-star rating.
Wow.
That's generous. That's generous. That's very fucking generous. Small time. What up? Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs was the narrator on the first part of the commercial.
That's right. Right here.
Double.
LA Rowe.
Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't really think we have anything left to say about WrestleMania. I mean, it was a big draw. I mean, obviously, the attendance over 2 nights, 145,000, regardless of what Snoop Dogg said. But that was funny. 175,000. No, Snoop, settle down, buddy. It's 145 over 2 nights, which is that's a lot of paid tickets. I mean, so they're making money. And I'm just interested. I'm gonna watch Raw tomorrow. I'll watch it just to see, because I'm kind of interested to see how what they did the night after, and what I think of that show will determine if I watch any more of it until the next pay-per-view. Because if Raw's good, I'll check SmackDown out and see how that plays out. But we're running a little bit over here, and not over the time of the show, but over time for Mug Shawtys. So that's been our main topic. That was fun. That was a great wrestling discussion. And if you were here for the wrestling, you came for the wrestling, folks. Don't go anywhere yet. You're gonna want to stay for the Shorties. So here we go. Let's. All right, so we'll go right into it. Here is Shorty number 1, gentlemen. Yeah, this is she's a lovely thing. She's
like Selena Gomez.
She looks like a brunette version of Jodie Sweetin from Full House.
Does
Jodie Sweetin? Jodie Sweetin was addicted. She was addicted to crystal meth for a while she was married to a cop too. That's even funny.
Is it the middle daughter? No.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't see that at all.
That's the
Give her
middle
blonde
daughter.
hair.
Nah.
Yeah.
All right, so Chris, what do you think? We got a single charge here, a single violent charge.
Oh, a violent charge. Well, does that mean that it's like a assault and battery then?
Is that you can go with that?
Yeah. Well, that because remember last time when we did the single one, and I was like, can I do assault or battery? Because like that's technically kind of two, isn't it?
Assault, and I mean we'll accept it as one.
Depending on the jurisdiction.
Yeah. So without going into local penal codes or anything.
Yeah.
So we'll because it does vary. So we can call that one charge.
Violence. Yeah, I honestly I would say drugs if it wasn't violent. The eye, like one eye is like open more.
Yeah,
than
I was gonna say DUI, but he said violence, so I'm like, okay, yeah, that's battery. She's someone who's got into a fight for sure.
Yeah. Like the one eye open more than the other tends to say there was probably a fight before this mugshot was.
It was either that or she was tipsy. But yeah, when you guys said violent, I'm like, yeah, I'm going with that too. She got into a fight.
What are you saying, Chris?
Yeah, I'm saying the quote Metallica. Battery!
Assault and battery!
All right.
Assault and battery!
All right, I got you down.
Watching something else. You probably like fucking cut somebody's balls off or something.
Go ahead, CJ.
Well, I'm just gonna with the way she looks. It's domestic. It's domestic violence.
All right, domestic violence. Vinny, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm going with battery. Yeah, I think she got into a fight.
All right.
Yeah.
Adam.
Well, I was gonna go prostitution or something like that, but then you had to say violent. So
are you gonna say she's a violent dick biting prostitute, Adam?
No, Draven, I'm not filling in for Draven tonight. I originally was gonna do prostitution for if it was a not violent charges. She fucking stabbed somebody.
Okay. Tony, you want to
choose the weapon?
Finger banging Cody Rhodes' asshole.
With his tongue.
So that's battery.
I gotta write all this down.
Lurch is gonna go for me tonight. Whatever Lurch says is my answer.
Just says violence.
Violence. I got finger banging Cody Rhodes down, so we'll just call that violence.
Bang you into his wife.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it finger banging or fisting, Tone?
I agree to the fisting.
Here's our reveal of Shorty number one. Battery causing bodily harm.
Her own bodily harm?
So that was probably like fucking cut his dick off or something, because battery is just punching somebody. Battery causing bodily harm means there's like a broken bone or like dismemberment or something.
So you guys' obsession with the dick stuff. What's
Chris and Vinny score a point that round.
Somebody. I went
Well, would that be considered? Yeah, that's Adam, right?
That was a playground incident. Somebody fell off the swings. They threw dirt in someone's eyes. She swung at them.
Yeah, she's looking a little young there.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Here's number two, and I'm going to make you guys fly blind on the next two. So I'm just going to show you the picture, and you guys just use your imaginations. Yes. Here we go. Here's number two, ladies and gentlemen. This one right here. Your Honor, I don't care what she did. I need her released immediately on the fact that I am lost in her eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, those are...
That's the looking up while she's slopping some chode eyes.
But it's enough where they're still cute,
right?
And evil at the same time. Bitch,
they're all evil. They're all evil.
Yeah, but look at her. It's just that whole smirky little like, oh yeah, she fucking did it all.
Do we at least get how many charges?
You gotta guess.
One charge. I'll say one charge.
Okay. Yeah. I wasn't looking for anything else.
One charge. That's all I'm saying. You guys got to use your imaginations of the rest. We'll start with Adam this time.
Yeah. Murder.
Damn. Yeah.
Oh, I really thought he was gonna say prostitution. Okay.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for
said one charge. I was thinking it again, but I'm just like, she's not prostitute scary. She's like kill the motherfucker scary. And doesn't care. Like, I'll do it again.
What about you, CJ?
Oh gosh. She's almost too bright-eyed to be drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Tweaker.
I'm gonna go with possession.
All right.
Drugs. Something drug related.
Possession of Etep's heart.
Yeah, I was gonna say she just looks stoned to me, maybe drunk, but not
LSD.
just smoked a joint or something.
Yeah. What about you, Fisk?
I'm gonna go after Vinny.
Okay, go ahead, Vinny.
I got a copy off of someone.
She looks young.
Lurch, you gotta choose for me again, Lurch. So let us know in the chat, sir.
Yep.
She looks young. I think we already had a brawl with the other one. I don't think it's a violent one at all. I'm thinking like a fucking mall theft or something. She's petty, some kind of petty crime like that. I'd say theft.
All right.
Glenzer says she's Jody Arias sexy.
Huh?
Jody Arias, that evil bitch who killed her boyfriend and then oh
wait,
proposes.
Yeah.
Murder. No. Oh shit. What did I just draw?
Oh, going down my trail now, Vinny, huh?
Yeah. No. Yeah, no, I'm sticking with theft. Yeah. She looks like someone who fucking robbed a fucking store in the mall or something. Like she did a petty crime, shoplifting.
So we need Draven here. We need to know, like, fucking, where's the Draven decks at, man? Where's the?
I gotta give a shout out to Instant Regret, my man Chris. He joined us last week. What up, bro? Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. He's his prostitution. But all right, Fisk, go ahead, man.
Well, if Vinny says, what did he say, theft?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
she's 16, 17 and got picked up for a fucking petty crime.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Those I say drugs. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with CJP on this one.
Narcotic possession?
Yeah, I think it's possession of something.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it probably could be like theft or something, but because those two kind of go together. But I'm definitely going possession. Like that's drugs.
And on behalf of Tony, Lurch said drunk and disorderly. Well, gentlemen, here she is, Mrs. Big Eyes. Burglary. Burglary.
She's a burglar.
Did she have like the ninja mask?
He
and
said
she was like
theft, so
coming down
I said theft. I'm thinking fucking mall crime. This bitch is a burglar.
Burglary.
Holy shit.
Nobody gets a point that round. We've got Vinny and Chris tied with one. Yeah,
I was
burglary.
warm.
Yeah, you were close, man. Holy shit.
That's what we call right church, wrong pew. And
yeah.
Now this one, folks, this is a doozy right here. Here we go.
Oh no.
Wow.
Looks like
Juliet danger.
What's with the eyebrows on that one?
Methany.
This is
fucking Nikki and Mallory.
This looks like Juliette Lewis, man, from fucking Natural Born Killers.
She does, man. This is all kinds of
dude. That is the chick that cut off her boyfriend's dick.
And then used it
She
for a
has
bong.
one too.
Hi, my name is Wednesday. I once cut off my boyfriend's dick and used it for a pipe. Then when I was done with it, I ate it.
Look at the eyebrows on fucking lumps on it. Buckle up, buckaroos.
It's like, holy shit, that's bad.
Dude.
The more it's like one of those like 5D pictures. The more you look at it, you know there's something wrong.
Oh yeah.
What trailer park did this crawl out of?
Yeah. So who wants to? What's up?
The do we have any hints? Because
we got one single charge, and that's what I'll give you, folks. And you guys feel free to just let use your Adam right off the bat.
I don't know who would want to fuck that though. Like,
oh come on, man!
She looks like a streetwalker for sure.
Let's murder him.
Is she retarded? It would be Draven.
Look at the image, and it looks like two different people. It's like one of those, like, those sideshows where it's like a man on one side and a woman on the other.
Yeah.
It's a Seinfeld. She's a Two-Face. All right, so we got prostitution. Let's go with Vinny. What do you say?
I'm toying between murder and some other violent crime. I'm toying between. You said it's one charge.
Yep.
Fuck. Domestic violence. I'll go with domestic violence. Some kind of fucking. I'm leaning towards murder. Fucking shit. She got crazy and evil all over her face and angry.
Yeah,
she's got that cold, dead look in her eyes too.
Well, the last time we said that, though, it was like a motorcycle high-speed chase.
Yeah, that's true. Fuck.
Well, if it was easy, it wouldn't be fun.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah,
some we were fucking nailing good, but yeah, I'm saying some kind of domestic fucking fight or some shit.
She's a serial killer.
Frankie said she's a serial killer. Pointy eyebrows.
Yeah, but that's also the fucking makeup she's got on. But it's not helping her case. I'll tell you that right now. I'm a judge. I'm like, lock her up for life. And they're like, but she only sped.
You haven't heard the case
No, lock her up for life. Something else is wrong with her.
Right? So far we've got Adam with prostitution, Vinny with domestic violence, and Lurch on behalf of Tony assaulting a minor.
Shit.
And she doesn't look crazy to me. She just looks angry, but my bad, CJ.
Dude, those look like your bipolar eyes.
Yeah. I'm going to stick with drugs on this one. There's got to be something related.
Well, Draven would say he could fuck her eyebrows straight.
Oh, God.
No, she just looks like one of those, like, do not fuck with me chicks. Like, she doesn't look crazy.
I had a girl I dated once who had hated her eyebrows so much that she had literally plucked them gone.
Oh,
she had to draw her eyebrows in every day.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I knew someone did that, but they were she was plucking them by. It was a nervous tick thing, though.
Thin lips. She's a serial killer.
Well, she probably definitely has swallowed a few.
I still think that wasn't one a woman.
Again, I did not listen to my father, and I put my dick in crazy.
Oh,
yeah. We've all been guilty of that.
We've all fucked crazy one way or another.
All right, Chris, what do you say, man?
I'm gonna regret this because it's probably something like high speed chase. But I'm gonna say that she fucking shot her boyfriend's dick off.
He likes his dick fly for some reason.
And there it is, folks. We have a dick injury.
We got the dick inside her.
But you know what? That's why I said domestic. I think something fucking crazy happened for sure. But
no, he discovered her little surprise, and she flipped out and said, "Only one of us can have balls in this relationship."
So she shot them off.
She said, "Oh no, not again." Nope.
So wait. Is that's officially your answer? She shot her boyfriend's dick off.
We're talking RoboCop.
Oh yeah.
Etep, I hope you're gonna record this one for a snippet because this is glorious.
Especially when it's a high speed chase.
High speed chase. And she shot her boyfriend's
It'll
dick
be
off.
probation violation or like
we call this episode "Chris Has Problems."
Didn't pay for her Starbucks.
Here we go, boys. Here's the reveal. Battery. She squeezed her boyfriend's balls until they bled.
Chris gets a point.
Wow.
That's close enough.
Wow.
Yep.
Holy shit. God damn.
Yeah. And again, she doesn't seem crazy. She just seems like, do not fuck with me. Like, her boyfriend. I'm not justifying what she did at all, but her boyfriend probably cheated on her or did something along those lines. And
I said, don't look at other girls.
Chris is
I'm gonna
fucking
go
dead.
after
Daniel
Chris
Bryan
next
gift.
one. But I got domestic, so doesn't that count with battery, especially what she did to her boyfriend?
And it was the boyfriend too. It wasn't a husband or anything. Holy shit! I fucking dude, this is like Fiskadamus all over again.
At least he didn't marry crazy. He just got his balls crushed by crazy. Till they what?
I am the great misogynist.
Hey,
they use me
if
as a
you
profile.
know, from a certain point of view, that is child abuse. So maybe I should get a point. Right?
All those
But-
unborn children.
Give Tony a point.
So
I mean,
But wait.
the old question: if you come in a girl's eyes, does that mean she's technically watching the kids?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna have to use it for a Trump joke.
Shit,
Wait,
dude.
wait a minute. His
You
penis
put that
was
one in
intact
just
and there
to
was
fuck
no
with
gun
me.
involved.
Oh,
Oh my
Oh.
god.
We got
you were gonna wait for us to not say anything about dicks, and then you were hoping just to slip the Mickey in.
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
Yep. I
Oh,
saved
man,
the
I
best
hurt
for I'm like, no,
myself.
this one's going last. I was like, somebody's gonna say there's a dick related thing.
Good pick.
And
Holy shit.
Stereo strikes again.
leave it to
Ray
Chris and Draven's.
John and Stereo.
Probably can't even figure out what to do now.
Junior.
Misogynist stereo strikes again.
Dude, this would be the funniest fucking TV series. It's a guy that's like they thought he was crazy when he had visions of men's genitals exploding. But then they
monkey.
Oh my god.
Apple or monkey steals apple.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Oh. And let me
Oh.
show our last beauty's picture one more time. Once again,
Oh
she
my
squeezed
God.
her boyfriend's balls until they bled.
And she was making that face when she did that.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Is it me or does that look like Dylan Mulvaney?
Yeah,
I mean,
it looks like a dude.
I'm a woman.
Oh
my
man.
god, Z's.
oh my God, Zays. It's day 97 of girlhood. I squeezed his balls until they bled, Zays.
Oh,
You heard
oh,
it here
man.
first, folks.
Oh,
Juliet
she's from
Lewis
Florida.
is Dylan Mulvaney. Yes.
Oh God.
She's from Florida.
Oh, of course
Oh,
she
dude.
is.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna have to be like how Adams with like the prostitution or the stabby are gonna be like dick explosion.
Yeah, right. It's a dick
Squeeze his
crime.
balls and I'll take squeezed his balls until they pop like grapes, Alex. For 200.
Boy, that's oddly specific.
Yeah. We've encountered this sort of thing before.
Yeah, back off, man. I'm a scientist.
Here's how far this went. All right. The report said the woman, identified as 21-year-old Katie Lee Pitchford, had become enraged during an argument. The alleged victim, who was not identified, reportedly told the officers that Pitchford had struck him with her fist and scratched the left side of his face. In the arrest affidavit, the man's face was bloodied and had visible bruising. The man reportedly told officers that Pitchford had grabbed him by the balls and squeezed them until they bled. He told the officers that after that, she choked him until he couldn't breathe, but he managed to wrestle her away and call the police.
Holy shit!
That's some fucking
Wait, were they like in a dominatrix thing or
Find
something?
them. Where the fuck did this thing come? What pit of hell did this come from?
I'm gonna need
Outside
the
of
link.
Orlando.
I'm gonna
Florida.
need the link to her OnlyFans.
Oh my God.
She's into choking, you say.
She's squeezing his balls like I'll show you exploding gag cigar, motherfucker.
Yeah. That scene from Total Recall at the
No.
end when they're out in space.
Nothing.
Yes, with Arnold's eyes. That's what the guy's testicles were.
Yeah.
And bro, she took his balls, bro. She had him in her hand, bro. She looked at him like I looked at Judy Bagwell on a pole in 2000, bro. And she squeezed him, Al. It was terrible. You should have seen it, bro. It looked like Dave Meltzer rating a Kenny Omega match, bro.
Oh my God. Dude,
That's
the great
fucking
misogynist stereo.
Jesus Christ. You know, it seems like a fitting time to to play this too, since we're the squeezing balls and all.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Whack it, Balzac it. Balzac, it's the craze. It's the ball that flies in crazy waves. Whack it, Balzac it. The Balzac balloon goes in a sack. Blow it up, give Balzac a whack. Whack it, Balzac it. Ask the coins a little H2O. I wiggle and a wobble, baby, watch me go. And here's my little buddy, the Balzac brat, and my newest pal, Monster Balzac. Twice as big, twice as fat. Whack it, Balzac it. Whack it, Balzac it.
I was a fan of Missy Elliott in the early years.
I love how it's been balls and wieners and shit all night.
Just
Oh, dude, I heard
dick injuries and Balzacs and
push dick.
He just had that black guy screaming as like a giant hand squeezes.
wonder boner and oh my god, that's
I get a headache now.
yeah, that's and that's a good spot to put a lid on the show for the night, folks. We have 90 people watching right now. Thank you so much to all 80 of you on X over there watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're not already, you should be. And everybody's links are in the description to the video. We got tomorrow night. We've got episode 2 of Tuesday Night Terror Vision with myself, and that's Mrs. Co-host to you, Trina. Will have grave reviews on. Alan and Chris will be joining us tomorrow night, which I'm excited. We're going to be reviewing Little Evil, which is another Netflix movie. Trina and I and Alan and Chris will be talking about that and their channel, and we're just going to see where the conversation goes. Join us tomorrow around 8:15 Eastern for episode 2 of Tuesday Night Terror Vision. Tommy will probably have Cage Talks tomorrow. Wednesday, not sure what's going on Wednesday. I'm going to have a couple of videos. I got to go cut some firewood and do some fun stuff. But
let me know
Thursday,
if you want to do Resident Evil 5 on Wednesday.
we might have some time to do that Wednesday. I do have an engagement in the evening. I've got a benefit dinner to go to, but we might be able to squeak some in during the day. But you have a show. You and Tommy have the show Thursday night. You got the show Friday, Vinny.
Yep, on Friday. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and thank you for people who did watch that last one. We had like 120 something live, and then afterwards on YouTube had 600 views. So thank you for the people who fucking checked that out after the fact. Yeah. That was pretty awesome.
Muy excelente, man. Yeah, be sure to tune into Vinny on and Tommy on Thursday, and then Vinny over on Friday at 5, and Sunday night this week, I'm sure.
Yeah, Sunday we'll be back. Yeah, we didn't do it because of Mania.
Yeah, WrestleMania Sunday, but CJ's got his show on Thursday night too.
I do. This week I've got Flawed TV coming back on. He was one of my early guests, surprisingly, and we're going to talk about doing reaction videos in YouTube and how their copyright system is a massive fucking joke.
Yeah,
just kind of the do's and don'ts of that. And then the next week I am fangirling like a little bitch. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with the Frantics.
Ooh.
They were a Canadian comedy group, kind of Monty Python-esque, Kids in the Hall style. Okay. If you've ever heard Taekwon Leap Boot to the Head, that's them. Or someone took Last Will and Temperament and put it to footage from Phoenix Wright, which was fucking hilarious. But yeah, I've got Paul Chatto is going to come on the show. We're going to talk about Frantics and some novelty, some of the novelty music of that era. Nice. And yeah, I'm fangirling like a bitch because Taekwon Leap was on repeat when I was a teenager.
Nice.
That shit was fucking funny.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm a fan of They Call Me Chatto too, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's got a great show. I mean, and he's a legit television writer, and so he's actually someone who actually knows what's going on in the world right now.
Hell yeah,
excellent.
That's awesome.
Excellent, man. Congrats. That's freaking huge, bro.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Excellent,
Looking
dude.
forward to that.
Yes, sir. So everybody's links are in the descriptions. Chris and Adam and Tony and CJ and Vinny and Tommy and Trina and pretty much everybody else who's been a cast member here. They've got their links in the description. So subscribe to their channels, follow them on the socials. Thank you to all the channel members out there. We appreciate you guys. You still got 80 watching over on X. Hi, everybody on X. Thank you guys for watching. Everybody on YouTube. Yeah, appreciate you, gang. It was a very wrestling heavy show tonight. We didn't really talk about too much else, which is fine. That's the way it went tonight, and that's absolutely fine, folks. That's why we do. That's why the Nitro's set up the way it is here. So thank you for joining. Now we have 91 watching. Now I don't want to end the show, but I have to teach. I have to teach tomorrow. So it's. But we'll be back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow night. You like horror? We are a wrestling and horror channel. We do. That's what we do all the time, and. Yeah, so come on back. Yeah, that's about it, gang. Thank you, everybody in the chat. We will see you guys tomorrow night. Until then, I'm Etep Okuian from the Place to Be Reviews. We've been here with all yous. We don't see you. Have a great day. Pleasant tomorrow. We'll catch you on the next one. And remember, it's always better to burn out than fade away, bro.
Then you smell what the crock is cooking.
Up my butt, 出行床长进啊。
是是是手是是是是是是是 ，You see me， 是 Wrestlemania， 是 China， 是 是